Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Taking on the NFC champions for the very first time, the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, it's probably a day that a lot of folks in the Motor City thought would never arrive. And we all know the numbers. One playoff win since the NFL championship game of 1957. That was still 10 full years before the first Super Bowl. But here are these Lions playing for the Lombardi Trophy.
And this is such a big deal that normally you see fans like this, these long-suffering fan bases, that have the T-shirts after the team wins the big game that says, "Now I can die in peace." They're wearing that T-shirt already. Just getting to this game is enough for them because they've only won, what, one playoff game in all that time since their last NFL championship? So they're excited to have it. The whole state of Michigan, they're just off the charts right now. Everyone banding together saying, "Go Lions."
And the Lions, Charles, the only team that's been in existence for every season in the Super Bowl era without ever playing in this big game. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow. 180. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking. Crash.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check it out, Reed. On Sunday. Be ready.
On second down now. It's Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Let's go.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's checking crack. Shit. Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 1.
Single. Yellow. 15. Slant. 43. Hatchet. Switch. Yellow, go gun.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Check 31, check 31. And Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines.
The Chiefs make their first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, check, check. 3
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Check rip list. Lucky.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
I'll go line. 15. Check 57 colors.
On first down, McCoy. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Attack. Double up. 80 weapon.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And got his man, complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check the backer, check the backer. Quick dash. Come. Check 13. Hey, easy. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Back to throw, Stafford. Dancing to his left. Broken tackle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Escaping the pressure right, and that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Easy. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Grant. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. For the never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Grant. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down at Stafford. Caught by Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. Grant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. This is Grant. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Completes it to Hardman. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Yellow. Hey, that's good. Joker. He's got the
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he floated one out there, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
64, weak.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devon Kennard. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get him. 32.
Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Switch it. He's checking, he's zero.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Stafford, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 17-14. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. That goes for a gain of 31. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert!
They go back to Grant. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Corey Grant with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Flowers able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On 1st down, it's Grant, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
3rd and 6.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. On first down, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going Louis. Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.